This is a resume of a data analyst, which I always have trouble saying. So we're going to be looking for a degree. We're going to be looking for Excel, so much Excel, particularly pivot tables, VLOOKUPs, macros, anything with the word analysis, and SQL, Power BI, Tableau, VBA, um, data visualization, and maybe a little bit of research. So that is what they're going to be looking for. Let's see if we can find it. Bachelor's, that's fine. I don't know if you need all of this, truthfully. Like, well, you know what? No, these are pretty good. It's a lot, but it's pretty good, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. There might not be a lot of stuff that you can really fill out with it. So, on two minds about that. Okay. Manage gym memberships, Oracle software, gym, okay. This does not have anything I need. Also, I do like the word stakeholders. People are going to believe it at a this. I mean, it may be true. It sounds off. And then introduce user Google APIs for optimizing counselors. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Um, also, this is the order is wrong. This should be up top. Do it in. You need to do it first come first. Sorry, reverse chronological order. The most recent position should always be up top. Um, engage influence policies. Da, da, da. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I would really move forward with this. Um, Let me see. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe other recruiters are. Let me see how many positions. Yeah, 40 to 1. That's not enough though to really know. But it's so you have some of the keywords there. But again, what I really want is those stuff right here at the bottom. This is what I need. Oh, the fact that you speak Spanish is great. That actually should be up top. Sorry, if you do know another language, that should be like right up here after your contact information. It is a nightmare as a recruiter to try and search for somebody that specifically knows another language because people rarely put it in. So the fact that you can speak another language, you need to just put it up here, right above the education. It is phenomenal. But basically, what I'm looking for is this stuff right here. This is a lot of keywords. I need these in here, right? Like Oracle software is not what I'm really looking for. I like with diverse stakeholders. This is actually a good sentence the more I'm reading it, but like I need the rest of this. I need Excel. I need pivot tables. I need VLOOKUP. I need macros. I need analysis. I need SQL, Power BI. Uh, this is solid, right? This is a good one, but like I don't want to have to search through half of the resume to find the sentence like this. So the fact that you can speak another language and you do have some of these things, I can see why people are going to move forward with you. But I feel like you're burying your own lead. Like there's a lot of good stuff you could put here. So that's what I would recommend is to just focus more on these keywords with this sentence. Stakeholders is a good one that I forgot, so you caught me there. But you really need more of those little keywords. Um, and again, put the fact that you speak Spanish up at the top after your contact information. That alone might get you interviews. So that's my review for it. It's again, it's like doesn't have a lot, but it's also a fresh grad. So, I think it could get more of a response, which is why I'm picking on this one. So that's my review for this, and I'm wishing you the best of luck. Resume of a full stack engineer. At least I think it's a full stack engineer. They just said back end, or they just said engineer. Did they say actually? They said software engineer. But based on the couple of quick tech stacks I saw, I'm assuming it's going to be full stack. So based on that, what we're looking for is TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, any cloud, any SQL. I have SQL twice. It is important. That was a mistake, but it is important to put it in there. Agile, and then an extra language. So those are what we're going to be looking for. Formatting wise, I think this is clean. Nitpicky, I think. I don't know if you really need your education section to be this large. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think it should ever go past 3 lines, but there are exceptions. So, software engineer with 4 years of experience in agile environments using Java, Python, JavaScript. Not a huge fan of summaries, but you know what? You got all the keywords off of the gate. Experience in REST APIs for large scale microservices. That's good. User sprint backlog, user project goals. Okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this, but I will say you immediately got the right keyword. So half a point. Not that that's actually how it works. But I do know that the IT market is terrible, and the fact that you got 40 to 1, which is not enough of a sample size, but 40 applications to one interview, I can understand why. That first sentence alone is solid. I kind of wish it was in a bullet point, but let's see. Masters, yeah, I don't know if this is all needed. I don't know if this is all needed. Truthfully, you could probably make this 2 lines and then this 1 line because, like, you got a bachelor's, it's sort of assumed. All right. Significantly improved development workflow using well document, Makefile, Python, and Bash. So the only thing I saw there is Python and maybe Bash. So you never for the Node.js JavaScript. Okay, cool. It's not bad. I think you're too much on something. I'm like reading these right now, and they're not bad, but they're not great. So here's what I suggest. And I'm just looking at this. You're how you're structuring your sentences is a little off. Um, I think this is great, and I need more sentences that just do this. So a lot of people try to this is going to be a resume theory for y'all, and as a lot of people try to believe that a resume is a marketing tool. And I disagree fundamentally. A resume is a form at the DMV. It is a document that a recruiter looks for a checklist. It's more complicated than that, but for the layman, they look at a checklist and then they move them forward or not based on that. And it is a form. And the fact is, you can have a brag, but a lot of people do these 25% memory leaks, suboptimal routines, reducing response time by 20. We're not asking for that. We're asking for this. This is what we're asking for. Um, you can do brags, but if they have to be like knowledgeable for people that aren't in the industry. And as an example for this, which I will use many times now before and have before and will more future use brain, uh, you need to think of your resume is a relative, an uncle, an aunt, a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, whatever. You know somebody that when you said, "Yeah, I got my computer science degree," their immediate response is, "Oh, cool. My computer has been acting up. Can you fix it?" And you say, "No, actually, I write code." That they say, "Yeah, but I can you fix my computer?" And then you begrudgingly say yes, and then you go there and their computer is unplugged. That is how I want you to write your bullet points is for that person to understand. So your first bullet point should always be a summary of your job duties, right? That's what I want to know is the overall summary of your job duties. You can say worked in an XYZ environment where we did X, Y, and Z. Then everything else is going to be how you use those skills. It should be what the skill is, in which case those are the skills. What the skill is, then how you used it, and the result. And the result does not necessarily need to be a brag. It can just be what happened, right? So that's my issue. I think your first sentence is honestly very good. Uh, and then everything else, it's sort of hard to read. So you have a lot of good ones here, like built. Yeah, so there's too many percentages and it just looks weird. So I can definitely see you moving forward, but the competition is very, very, very steep. So I just want you to make it clearer for those people that may not know the tech. And I'm gonna get roasted in the comments like, well, why? He's like, some managers are not tech savvy either. And truthfully, a the best skill you can learn in the corporate environment is explaining complex topics to people that do not know that, and that is how you need to do your resume. So that is my review. I to, to maybe move this forward to the manager. I don't know if they would accept it or not, but that is my vote. So it's time for a software engineer intern position. Resume. Yes, words. All right. So basic knowledge of the tech stack is what I'm going to be looking for. Then the ability to work well with others and takes direction and criticism. Across all internships, that's usually the same. The exception is going to be like masters and PhD interns and some finance interns. So let's see if they have it. They have a bachelor's ongoing. This is fine. Yeah, I don't think you need this because you already said it right here. Um, in addition, I think you could keep these on 1 line. So realistically, this should just be 2 lines, and you can condense these into 2 lines. Uh, I don't think you need this. I think it is important to have your high school there because in the United States, that's they want to see that you've at least graduated that. But I don't think you need to put anything else here. It's largely not going to be as impressive. But if you can put into one line, my brain. All right. So, guided a small group of students focusing on applying physics principles to real world scenarios. Okay, this is a almost good bullet point. Let me click it. This is almost good. You need to go more. I can already tell based on the formatting you were afraid to go over one line. It's okay. Your bullet points can be more than one line. I don't know where that rule came from, but like you can have more than one line. It's fine. I want to know more, right? I want to know how you guided them. I want to know how you scheduled that. I want to know how you got feedback from them. I want to know how they taught you stuff, right? Like I know you were probably the person there, but how did you organize? How did you take criticism? How did you focus on working with individuals with difficulties, right? Like I am severely dyslexic. How do you deal with that, right? Because that's going to prove to be some kind of an issue. Because it is a disability. So, which I do have. So that's why I really like Arial font. Other fonts are okay, but I personally prefer Arial because it is very dyslexic friendly. Provided personalized feedback to each group on a weekly basis. Solid, fostering effective teamwork. Okay, no, I need to know how that. I don't like the word fostering effective teamwork. What did the result of that? Did they improve their grades? Did they thank you for it? Did their parents thank you for it? Did the teachers? And then identified areas for improvement in construction and collaboration. Okay, so in addition, you can make your bullet point more than one line. Do not make it more than one sentence. So each bullet point should be a sentence, even if it is a very, very long sentence. Collaborated with fellow learning assistants to implement such mission. Now, I need to know how you did that. I feel like you're very close, though. You've got the right idea. Mentored first year on academic planning in college, for the supportive learning environment. So you actually have the right idea for the last two. I still need a little bit of the tech stack, right? Like, uh, I need to know: did you use JavaScript? Did you use Java? Did you use Python? Did you use C Sharp primarily? Was it more of a full stack with JavaScript, CSS, HTML, TypeScript? You don't have to make a ton of bullet points, but I do actually need to see them in there. But otherwise, it's an okay resume, and I think you have the right idea. You're telling me about it. You're not showing me, and that is part of the issue with this one. So I don't know if I would move forward or not. Um, this would probably be based on what the manager told me, but I don't think it's terrible. I just think it could be slightly better. But again, I don't think this is bad. I think you have the exact right idea. I just need a little bit more. I think you could clarify it a little bit. I think you could do those kind of things. But overall, not bad. And I can see why you're getting some internships. So, yeah, again, I wouldn't change too much, just a little more detail on the coding, a little more condensed about how you did that. And that's kind of it. And maybe a little bit more condensed here. Like, I don't think it needs to be all these lines. I think you could shrink it down a little bit. It could be in the same line. So that's all. Overall, not bad. I can definitely see moving forward for this one on some of them, but based on what the manager told me, I just know it's very competitive for internships. So I want to give you the best shot you can. So